it? Just my camera. There we go. So restorative yoga is it's all done on the floor. And if you were to go to a studio and do restorative yoga, you would use a lot of props. So usually when we do restorative yoga, we use a lot of props. But being home and doing yoga from our homes or wherever you're at, not in a studio, we don't have all those props. So rather than sending you on a scavenger hunt to find things in your house, I've created a restorative practice today that we can do without any props. I did say you might want a blanket. That would just be for Shavasana in case you get cold. If you did have some, bed pillows like you would sleep with, you could use those. And if you have your blocks, you can use those. If you don't have anything, don't worry about it because I'll give you options for all of that. So in restorative yoga, we hold the poses longer than we would in a vinyasa flow or a hatha yoga flow. So we're going to hold our poses quite a bit longer, and it's a very slow and restorative movement practice. And so while you are holding your poses, it's important to connect with your breath. If you feel, well, always, but if you feel any sort of sense of overwhelm, if things begin to rise up, either emotions or thoughts or sensations in your body, and they begin to rise up, to just really connect with your breath and use your breath to continue to hold the pose. And what this does is it regulates your nervous system. And that's teaching our body is that we can do that off of our mat, outside of our practice. When things are stressful or overwhelming, our body will just, if we practice restorative long enough, our body will just begin to do that naturally to restore itself back to balance. So it's a really neat practice. But I just encourage you to really kind of feel into your body, use your breath. There's going to be a lot of silent pauses. And if you feel any pain, that's my only caveat. If you feel any pain, move out of the pose, right? So move out of the pose, move into child's pose, or something a lot more gentle. Okay. I have some of my props. All right, so you're gonna welcome yourself onto your mat. You're gonna really feel yourself connected to your mat. Take a nice big deep breath in. And as you breathe out, close your eyes. Nice big deep breath in. And as you breathe out, really root down into the ground. Nice big deep breath in. And as you breathe out again, just sink further into your seated position, further into the ground. And return your breath to its normal breathing pattern. And as you're focusing on your breath, take a nice breath, nice inhale. And as you exhale, see if you can extend your exhale past your inhale. So it'll be something like similar to like you inhale, nice big inhale, and then as you exhale, just slow your exhale to the point where you're really stretching that exhale out. And then as you get to the end of your exhale, eventually, just pause for a moment. And then nice big deep breath in. Nice long, slow exhale out. Breathe in. Nice, long, slow exhale out. Pause. Breathe in. And another nice, long, slow exhale out. Do three more at your own pace. And then at the end of that third exhale, nice breath in and out, and just return your breath to its normal breathing pattern. Let's take a mindful moment here just to notice and check in with your body. Notice any sensations, anything physically, just being aware of it, not trying to change it, but just being aware. Maybe if it's possible, asking you can accept, maybe even accept with loving kindness the areas that are talking to you right now, your body. And if that's difficult, just allowing your body to be as it is today. And checking in with your heart, even placing a hand over your chest, your heart space, just noticing any emotions you might be passing through, or you might be holding on to. Just allow them to be, not trying to change them, just allowing them that space. And then beginning to check in with your mind, noticing what your thoughts are. And again, not trying to change your mental landscape, just allowing it to be just as it is, quiet, busy, loud, soft. However it's showing up right now, allow your mind to be exactly as it is. Being gentle awareness, bringing gentle awareness to our body, our heart, our mind, and just allowing us to be exactly how we are right now, making space for ourselves to show up authentically just as we are for our practice today. There's a way to love ourselves authentically, even through the messy times. We do that through yoga. Welcome to your mat. Welcome to your practice. Nice big deep breath in. Full breath out, opening your eyes. From your seated position, you're going to place your right hand down next to you on your mat. You're going to lift your left arm up and over, reaching your left fingertips towards that opposite wall. Both hips stay on the ground. We're going to hold here. Using your breath. Adjusting as you need. And bringing your left arm back down. Planting your left hand next to you. Breathing in, bringing your right arm up and over, reaching your right fingertips towards that opposite wall and holding here, adjusting as you need to, using your breath to deepen. And bringing your right hand down beside you. Bring your hands out. Actually, bring your hands to your knees. Roll your shoulder blades back. Arch your back slightly. Look up as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to roll your shoulders forward. Curl your back, looking down at your navel. And then breathing in, you're going to roll your shoulder blades back, arch, and look up. And as you breathe out, roll your shoulders forward, round your back, look down, and then just continue so slowly this restorative cat-cow. Using your breath. Just a few more. Last one, full round. Lean back up to your seated position. You're going to bring your right leg out to that top corner of the room. Just kind of in line with that corner, that front corner of your mat. Your left foot's going to come to the inside of your right leg. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Find your breath. Breathing in, raise your arms up above your head. And as you breathe out, rotate towards your right leg and just fold forward, forehead toward knee, rounding your back, bringing your hands down to wherever they meet the floor. Use your breath. Even going back to the inhale, the long extended exhale. Really allow you to hold these poses longer and allow your nervous system to balance as you do so. Very slowly, starting at the base of your back, at your tailbone. Just gently begin to roll yourself back to upright, still looking at those right toes before focusing forward or turning to the front. And sitting up nice and tall, placing your right hand to the outside of your left knee. And your left hand comes behind you. With your out breath, twisting over to the left. Using your breath. And as you feel ease in the twist, use your exhale to twist just a bit deeper. And gently moving yourself back towards center. Coming up onto your left leg, your left shin. You're going to walk your right toes back behind you and come into your pigeon pose. So again, this left foot, um, it doesn't have to, or this left shin doesn't have to be parallel to that short edge of the mat. You're going to adjust it for how your knee and your hip feel. Your right leg is straight back behind you. We're going to pause here in upright pigeon. And again, find your breath. Use your breath to help you find ease, either in your body, your heart, or your mind. And then coming down onto our forearms. You can stay here and hold here. You can bring your one hand on top of the other and bring your forehead all the way down to rest on top of your hands. So two options. Here's where we would normally use a prop. If you do have a block and you'd like to rest your forehead on a block or a pillow, that is an option. Again, using your breath, adjusting where you need to. Ever so slowly begin to lift yourself up with that upright pigeon. Curl your right toes under. Begin to inch your right knee forward. And you're going to bring your your right foot in front and come back down onto your bottom. Keeping that left leg bent. You're going to bring your right foot to the outside, or you could come up here to wherever it is comfortable, coming to the outside of that left thigh. And you might need to modify and straighten your left leg to pinchy on your knee. So choose your modification. And then wrapping your hand, your left arm around your right knee. Nice and straight, and just very slowly twisting over to the right. You're hugging your right knee. And then gently coming out of that twist, bringing your right leg back, recentering yourself so you're facing the long edge of your mat. Bringing your left leg straight out towards that top corner of the room. Right foot comes in to meet the left, sitting up nice and tall. Breathing in, raise your arms straight up to the sky. And as you breathe out, twisting your torso over towards so it's facing that left leg. And then nice big deep breath in here. And as you breathe out, you're just going to roll your back forward or roll yourself forward, curving your back. And your hands come. Letting your hands rest wherever they fall. Forehead really releasing towards that knee. Slowly rising one vertebrae at a time, starting at the base of your spine and all the way up, lifting back to center, recentering yourself. Left hand comes to the outside of your right knee, right hand comes behind you. Lifting the crown of your head up towards the sky and twisting over to the left. Sorry, over to the right. Gently coming back to center, lifting yourself up onto that right shin, moving yourself towards that short edge of your mat, preparing for pigeon on this side. So adjust your right leg so that you don't feel any pinching in that right knee. And then use your breath here to hold this pose. And then very gently come down onto your forearms and stay there. We'll bring your hands one on top of the other and rest your forehead on top of your hands or your block or pillow if you have that prop. Very, very slowly walk yourself back up. Curl your left toes under. Begin to walk that left knee forward. You come to a place where you can bring that left foot in front of the right and down onto your bottom. Your right leg bent, or you can straighten it and do the twist that way. So you can either straighten your right leg, keep it bent, but bringing your left foot to the outside of your right thigh or somewhere near there. Sitting up nice and tall, hugging that left knee in towards your chest. And then with an out breath, it's gently beginning to twist over to the left. And pause here. Very gently come out of that twist. Your left leg forward. Recenter yourself. You're facing the long edge of the mat. It's an option for your blocks if you have them. Bring the soles of your feet together. Now you can adjust your block height so that your legs are resting comfortably on those blocks. If you have tighter inner hips, you might need the higher side of the block, allowing your knees to just rest on those blocks. If you don't have the blocks, then you can just allow your knees to fall out to the side. You might need to move your bottom back a little bit just to allow for the deeper movement or the deeper stretching. Sitting up nice and tall, clasping your hands around your toes, finding your breath, kind of easing in here. You're going to place your hands on the floor in front of you, and you're going to begin to walk your hands forward, round your back. You're going to have to keep a straight back for this one. Just letting your forehead fall towards your toes. And once you get to this position, you can flip your palms up and just sink into this forward. Just letting whatever supports you have, whether it's the blocks or the ground, to fully hold you. And again, your best friend is your breath. As things begin to arise, as you're releasing, getting into deeper areas of your body, use your breath to calm your nervous system. Flip your palms down towards the floor. Bring your hands, walk your hands back towards your legs, sitting up, removing your prop, bringing your knees together, and then both feet to one side. You're going to come up into your table pose just briefly. Bring your big toes together, opening your knees wide, pushing yourself back into a child's pose just briefly. And then placing your forearms down onto the ground. You're going to come up, move your legs back behind you, straight behind you, so that you're on your belly, forehead on the mat. You're going to move the left side of your mat so that your body is lined up the long side on the left side of your mat. You're going to turn your head so that you're looking towards the right. And then you're going to bend your right leg and just slowly slide it up towards you until you reach kind of a gentle place. You can walk your hands forward. You can place them underneath your head if you want to bring your pillow or your blocks. Whatever's comfortable, or keep it on the floor. And then just pause here for a moment. A really nice way to stay where you're at, but a really nice way to use your pillow. I'll show you if you have a pillow. Is to lay on the pillow and the earpiece. And then bring that leg up and out to the side at a 90-degree angle. Mm-hmm. And as you find ease in the pose, you can bring that leg just a little bit higher. You feel a bit of dis-ease, and then use your breath to calm. Sliding your right leg back, meet your left. And then lift yourself up and move yourself to the right edge of your mat. And then you're going to bend your left knee, 90-degree angle. Use your breath. The most restorative is to have your head turned to the left side. I couldn't do that because of my earpiece. But this is the most restorative. Whether you're on a pillow or on your mat. And maybe as you find more ease, bring that left leg a little bit higher. Gently sliding that left leg back to meet the right. You're going to push yourself up onto your knees. Remove any props that you have. You're going to come and we're going to set up for our restorative shavasana. You have some options here. If you have pillows, you can just stack them. For your shavasana. So traditional restorative shavasanas are actually elevated. So you would bring your lay down onto the pillows and then let your shoulder blades and your arms fall down to the side, opening up your heart center. You can keep your knees bent or you can straighten them out. If you don't have pillows, you can always use your, well, I wouldn't use your blocks if you don't have pillows, but you can always just come into your traditional Shavasana, or you can do legs up the wall, which is what we've done before, where you come to the wall or the couch and you just bring your legs up and let them rest up against the wall or on a chair or a couch, like so. So choose your restorative Shavasana. And in restorative, we're not in Shavasana for very long because the whole practice is almost like Shavasana. So you can be here as long as you'd like, but I will end class here in a couple minutes. For our time is almost up. So welcome yourself into your Shavasana position. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Finding that breath that we began with, that shorter inhale with the longer exhale, and the pause at the end. Breath is deeply relaxing our nervous system. The more we practice, the more natural it will become. Let's just spend a few moments in our Shavasana with that breath practice. Please feel free to stay in your Shavasana position. If you're ready to come out, then go ahead and just gently bring yourself back to the room. There's nothing formal for how you get out of restorative Shavasana because the body should already be calm. However you feel, if you are elevated, you might want to gently roll to one side and pause. If your feet are up low, just gently bring them back down. You can take your time coming out of your restorative shavasana or just stay right where you are. And I will go ahead and end the class wherever you are at in your practice right now. Thank you for joining me today. The light in me sees and honors the light